sure if you're following this, you must have already seen the news. There was an assassination attempt on the former president of the USA. And the gunman has been taken out by the Secret Service as expected. But too many moving pieces, different opinions popping out. People thinking the Secret Service was responded late to what was supposed to be done earlier, but the different opinions are also saying 4 minutes was less of a time, and the person that is involved, the identity has been given, but just more details are yet to come out. But it's kind of obvious. It's one of those things where if you listen to the debates that are coming from the Democrats, you can tell that when you're losing a fight, you try as much as possible to comfort yourself with whatever is required, but you can tell that no, this isn't going our way, and that's what seems to be the situation with Donald Trump and the Republicans. Anyway, just stand by. Let me pass through where this noisy situation is. Taking you guys along the journey. So I'm at Rosebank Mall. So like I was saying, the situation in the American politics, and from the reports, it seems like the last presidential candidate that an attempt was tried on in the US was Ronald Reagan. And since then, nothing like that has ever happened in the US. Anyway, let me take you along, you guys, the journey. So I'm heading to Pretoria this morning. And I just thought, no, let me update my people so they're aware of all the journey. So this is Rosebank Mall, and I have to walk on the other side of the mall for me to catch the cow train to Pretoria. Johannesburg sleeps clearly. This is like almost 7:30 there about, and there's little activity around town. Most of the people are not yet up and running. Anyway, I would like to get you guys' opinion at this stage. What do you think the situation is with the politics in the US? Because from someone looking outside in, you could tell that the situation is not going in the Democrats' favor. And that individual that attempted to carry out that on Donald Trump might have reached a point where he realized to say there's no candidate in the Democrats party that is able to shift anything, and decided to take up the situation, sort out something. Obviously did not work out, thank God. And it was a very close call, because if you've seen the footage that has been going around, you could see that the president was grazed on the ear. So that's something that you tell how close that shot was. Had he not tilted his head the other way, it would have gone left. So it's definitely meant to be here. Otherwise, that would have gone left in so many ways than expected. So, still at Rosebank Mall. Most of the shops are not yet open at this point. Yeah, you expect that. The city does sleep over here. Good morning, by the way, or good afternoon. As I always say, from whichever time zone you're catching me from. I'm pretty sure the US now is sleeping, at least those that are able to manage, but most of them are trying to catch the news if there's any update at this point. But there's been comments that have come from the sitting president, that's Joe Biden. He has given his point of view, pretty much condemning those actions and says that does not represent what the US is all about. Same thing with former President Obama. He has also given his view to say that's not what the US is about. Pretty much something, a message along those lines. And that's one thing that's admirable with the US is that information is given on time. They do not wait for propaganda to spread, then they start doing damage control. They seize the opportunity to do it on time. So, because the time that Joe Biden decided to issue his press brief, that was before he even had the details. You could see when journalists would try to ask him questions, he was like, no, at this point, I have an opinion, but I would rather not go with an opinion. I would rather get the facts right. And then if I get the opportunity to speak to Donald Trump, then he'll give you an update. But I don't think Trump will be willing to speak to Biden at this point because this story plays out in his favor. So anything to, that's why you find that most of the Democrats are saying that it was a staged situation. But the arguments from both sides, anyway, more details will come up and we'll have a better understanding of the situation as it plays out. So this is where, oh yeah, this is where I'm supposed to go. There's a lot of dust here, or smoke. Don't know if it's fumigation or something. But yeah. What? Is there something burning? Yeah, there's a lot of smoke here. So I was saying that in the US, that's one thing that is admirable about the place is that they seize the opportunity to give as much information as possible. And like waiting for a situation where propaganda is spread, then you start remedying a situation or doing damage control. Like that, it becomes very difficult to catch a wave. But at least when you put out your point of view where former President Obama was up and about to give his statement condemning the situation, and that presents a picture to say that they have nothing to do with that. Whatever is going on, just stand by. So if you've seen that video that I posted yesterday, this is where I got it from yesterday. But I'm going over there to catch the train this morning. But if the network falls because I have to go underground to catch the train, then it does. But anyway, stand by as I head towards the train to catch the train. And let's head to Pretoria. US politics. At this point, thank God Trump survived, but it's like a home run at this point. There's no candidate that's able to beat him because this situation plays to his advantage. It does play to his advantage, and you can see why the Democrats think that also. Anyway, I'm about to catch an elevator. If network goes, just stand by. Then it's because of the internet. It will not be able to accompany me where I'm going. So this is the Caltrain station here in Rosebank, and catching the lift. Ooh, dear. Oh, we still have network. I thought I'd lose it. Good morning, guys. That's me there.
Concourse.
Oh yeah, and here we go. Good morning. Where do I catch the train to Pretoria at? I'm okay.
That's good inside the platform A.
Okay.
A is on your right.
Okay. So upstairs?
No, not upstairs. There's a gate.
Yes.
Just take the path, then take the right, then take the escalator down.
Okay. Thank you. So I think this is where I took my card, and we're good to go. So that's what the card looks like. Okay. Oh, so this is what our train station looks like. And that's the card that you use to get in here. If it's loaded. Good morning. This is where I catch the Pretoria train from. Okay, thank you. So this is where I am. How are you guys doing this morning? Come along with me as I head to Pretoria early in the morning. Time check, I don't know if you're able to see that there. It says 7:34 right there, just in the distance there. I don't know if you're able to see that. I'm surprised that the network is still up. Oh yeah, it's very much okay. He has confirmed. He's tweeted something from the hospital situation. He says it's very much okay. If you're asking about Trump, yes, he's doing okay. He was just grazed by that bullet in on the ear. That's where the argument is coming from. To say no, others are arguing to say no. He had a laser blade in his hands, and once he held his once he held his ear, that's where the bleeding started from. But anyway, different sides of the story. You expect that. Others are also asking the question to say, how did the gunman have access to those platforms when they're supposed to be combed by the CIA usually, which they did not do. You can never predict situations like that. I was watching a guy on Twitter, on TikTok. He was trying to analyze. I think he had saved in the settings.
Attention passengers, please note that the trains from Park Station to Hatfield Station are running 5 minutes late. We repeat, trains from Park Station to Hatfield are running 5 minutes late. Thank you.
So that's the train I'm supposed to catch. It's 5 minutes
Dear
late.
passengers, this is an important security announcement. Please do not accept assistance from any person other than the Caltrain staff and security uniform that took you for the missions and around the Caltrain system. Thank you for your attention.
Please keep left of the escalators so those in a hurry can pass on the right. Thank you for choosing Caltrain.
So my train is running late, 5 minutes late, coming from Park Station. That's within Johannesburg, and then heading to Hartsfield. That's in Pretoria. That's where we're heading. So stand by as I wait for my train to get here. And I'll keep you posted as we go along this journey as far as the network allows. I'm surprised that we still have network at this point because this is underground. This is underground. Yeah, earlier on, I was standing to say one thing that is admirable about the US is that you'd find news is given on time. They do not wait for a situation where propaganda spreads. As I was trying to explain that, I was passing through the mall, a lot of music was playing. Maybe you could not hear me. But they do not wait for propaganda to spread, then you start remedying. Because the US president, current president, that is Joe Biden, was fast to give an update just right after Trump was whisked away, taken to the hospital, and then confirmed to say he's fine. The US president came up to give an update. And you could tell from the update to say he did not have all the information that he needed, but he just needed to get in front of the camera and state to say they condemn that situation. They have nothing to do with it. And they'll get as much update as possible. So he was getting most of the updates from the security wing. He tried to reach Trump. He said no, it's because he's been attended to, but I doubt Trump would want to speak to him, because this situation in reality plays out to his advantage to say now they're trying to silence him, stories like that. So I do not know what ace the Democrats would have up their sleeves to outshoot this momentum that is about to hit the media waves with the Trump news. Otherwise, it seems like it's a won battle, because already there's been a conversation to say it's a cross.
Please note that the trains from Park Station to Hatfield Station are in 5 minutes late. Repeat, trains from Park Station to Hatfield are in 5 minutes late.
Wait, this has been like 5 minutes, the same announcement. Oh, anyway, I'm not rushing anywhere. I've even lost my train of thought, the one that I was giving. But yeah, that's the situation with the US. It's so sad. And the last attempt on a presidential candidate from the US is reported to say it was Ronald Reagan. And since then, everything has been moving on smoothly. But one thing that is commendable is the fact that he survived. Had he not, it would have been a different conversation, which no one is ready to have, or do they want to have. Wait with me. Wait.
Dear passengers, please refrain from texting and talking on mobile phones while using escalators and stairs to prevent falls and accidents. Thank you.
These automated messages, they feel like though they're in real time, but from the sound of that, it seems like they are just scheduled already. You just hear them constantly being updated because it sounds like an automated response coming through. It's now 7:41 here in Johannesburg,
Dear
South Africa.
passengers, crossing the train tracks is exceptionally dangerous and it's extremely prohibited. Escalators or stairs must be used to get from platform to platform. Anyone who crosses or attempts to cross the train tracks may be prosecuted.
Those are definitely automated messages. It's not real time.